Now today's lecture will be based on Aldol condensation, right? इसमें एक important चीज है that the term we use generally, that is alpha hydrogens. Alpha hydrogens. इसमें एक term use होती है alpha hydrogens. Alpha hydrogens समझने के लिए we should first know what actually these alpha hydrogens are. Let me take an example. For example, if we have this molecule C double bond OH, this is aldehyde functionality, okay? Yes. इसके बाद जो कार्बन होगा, aldehyde functional group के बाद जो पहला कार्बन होगा, fine? Yes. चाहे वो right side में हो इस side में, that doesn't matter, fine? That is called as alpha carbon, fine? नहीं, functional group के बाद जो पहला कार्बन होता है, that's called as alpha carbon. So this carbon is called as alpha carbon, denoted by alpha symbol. Fine. Yes, उसके बाद जो next carbon होगा, that's called as beta carbon. Remember. Yes. Right? Yes. उसके बाद जो next carbon third होगा, I mean से इसके बाद functional group के बाद जो पहला होगा that's alpha, जो second होगा that is beta, जो तीसरा carbon होगा that's called as gamma, and so on. Yes. Now if you have the fourth carbon, that's called as delta. Remember. You got it? Yes. Now this is in reference with the functional group. If we have this functional group at the end, उसके बाद जो पहला कार्बन होगा that's called as alpha carbon, दूसरा होगा beta, तीसरा होगा gamma, and अगर if it is fourth, then this is called as delta carbon. Fine. And in addition to this, जो alpha carbon के साथ hydrogens bind होंगे, these are called as alpha hydrogens, right? यानी alpha carbon से यम hydrogens bind आसन, they are called as alpha hydrogens. और जो beta carbon के साथ bind होंगे hydrogens, they are called as beta hydrogens. Likewise, gamma के साथ होंगे then gamma hydrogens. Delta के साथ होंगे then delta hydrogens, and so on. Fine. So जो Aldol condensation इसमें एक term involved होती है, that is alpha hydrogens. So what are alpha hydrogens? Hydrogens which are binding to the alpha carbon. What is alpha carbon? The carbon which is next to the functional group, right? Functional group को कोई सा भी, उसके बाद जो कार्बन होगा पहला कार्बन, that's called as alpha carbon. तो उसके जो hydrogens होंगे, they are called as alpha hydrogens. For example, I will take one more example. If we have this molecule COOH, CH2, CH3. Now tell me इसमें कितनी alpha hydrogens? Alpha hydrogens. Two. This is the functional group, right? Yes, sir. इसके बाद पहला कार्बन है alpha carbon. इसमें कितने hydrogens हैं? दो. So there are two alpha hydrogens. You got it? So in any molecule, if you have to identify the number of alpha hydrogens, what you have to do? You have to look for the alpha carbon. उसके alpha carbon के साथ जितने भी जुड़े होंगे hydrogens, they are called as alpha hydrogens. Right? Now let me come to this Aldol condensation. Aldol condensation. Aldol condensation में क्या देखते हैं? What you see in Aldol condensation? इसमें generally either we take aldehydes or ketones, but generally we take aldehydes. Fine? इसमें लेते हैं हम aldehydes. They undergo self condensation. We take aldehydes, right? They undergo self condensation. That means self condensation means अपने ही molecule के साथ condense हो जाते हैं. Fine. This one molecule of aldehyde, we will take another molecule of aldehyde. Fine? Yes, sir. We react them together, we condense them. ये condense हो जाते हैं आपस में. Fine. Yes, in presence of dilute base. And that dilute base is generally we take sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, etc. या और कोई भी ले सकते हैं. Fine. Now you end up with beta hydroxy aldehyde. Beta hydroxy, this is the product. You end up with beta hydroxy aldehyde. That's also called as aldol. Fine? You got it? Yes, sir. So simply in Aldol condensation, we take aldehydes, we condense them together in presence of dilute base, fine, to form beta hydroxy aldehyde, right? And those beta hydroxy aldehydes are called as aldols. You got it? Yes. Fine. Or you can take ketones as well. but ketones generally they are less reactive. I told you earlier. Ketones do give aldol condensation, but they are less reactive as compared to aldehydes. Fine. The reason is that because of two factors. One is the inductive effect, another is the steric entrance. Same many both are. Fine. But they do show. Fine. And in ketones and aldehydes, they both show aldol condensation, but preferably we use aldehydes. Fine. So what we do, I will repeat it. We take aldehydes. Fine. We condense them together in the presence of dilute base. They combine together. They form beta hydroxy aldehydes, and they are called as aldols. Fine. And let me tell you, these aldols, जो हमारे यहाँ product बनते हैं aldols, they have got two functional groups. ALD, that's aldehyde. They possess CHO group. And all means OH. You got it? And जो हमारे यहाँ product बनते हैं aldol condensation में, they possess both aldehyde functionality as well as alcoholic functionality. You got it? Fine. Now इसमें कुछ important चीजें आपको याद रखनी है. यानी जो हमारे पास aldehydes है, all aldehydes do not show this aldol condensation. अब कौन से दिखाएंगे? Important is that वो aldehydes दिखाएंगे aldol condensation which have at least one alpha hydrogen. So aldehydes having at least one alpha hydrogen, they will show aldol condensation. जिन हाइड्राइड्स में एक लीस्ट एक अल्फा हाइड्रोजन होगा, फाइन, दे विल जनरली शो aldol condensation. और जिस aldehyde में नहीं होगा, they will not show aldol condensation. You got it? It's very important. Let me take some examples. For example, if we have, let me tell you CH3CHO, will it show aldol condensation? Of course. Yes. There are three alpha hydrogens. Yes. Fine. Can this show benzaldehyde? Can this show aldol condensation?
Yes.
No. No, this will not show. Because there is no alpha hydrogen. This is the functional group. इसके बाद ये carbon, this is alpha carbon. अब let me write it like this. Benzaldehyde. Double bond here, double bond, C double bond OH. This is functional group.
Yes.
उसके बाद जो immediate carbon होगा, that's alpha carbon. This is the alpha carbon here. इसमें कोई H है? No, not at all. So this will not show aldol condensation. Right? Will this show CCl3 CHO? Will this show aldol condensation? No. There is no hydrogen at all. Fine. Alpha hydrogen नहीं है यहाँ पे. Fine. So again, this will not show aldol condensation. So one thing is that only those aldehydes will show aldol condensation which possess at least one alpha hydrogen. Fine?
Yes, sir.
So, next thing. Next चीज जो इसमें important है, there is formation of CC bond. कार्बन बॉन्ड बनता है. कहाँ पे? aldol condensation. Right? There is formation of CC bond. So these are few important aspects of aldol condensation. Right? Let me directly go to the mechanism of this reaction first. Let me write first general reaction. I will take simple molecule CH3 C double bond OH. This is acetaldehyde, ethanol. Fine. I will take another molecule of it plus CH3 C double bond OH. I told you we are using which base? Very dilute base. Fine. Suppose we are using dilute sodium hydroxide, and we have to heat the mixture. Fine. What will be the product? Let me write it like this. So we are heating it. We will get CH3, CHOH, CH2, C double bond OH. This is the right product. You got it? This is the right product. So I told you the product is beta hydroxy aldehyde. This is alpha carbon and this is beta. On beta we have the hydroxy. Okay? So that's why we write beta hydroxy aldehyde. Beta hydroxy aldehyde. Okay? There's hydroxyl group as well as aldehyde functionality. Fine? So we will have the mechanism of this reaction. You keep this in mind. We are taking two molecules of this acetaldehyde. We condense them together, heat them together in presence of dilute sodium hydroxide aldehyde. Let me prove the mechanism. Let me prove the product with the help of the mechanism. So let me directly go to the mechanism of this reaction. CH2 H C double bond OH. Since we are using base in this reaction, base is what? OH minus, suppose. If it is sodium hydroxide, so it will be Na plus OH minus. I am writing OH minus here. These alpha hydrogens are acidic. यहाँ पे है ना alpha hydrogens. ये functional group है. इसके बाद जो पहला कार्बन है, that's called as alpha carbon. तो इसके साथ जो जुड़े होंगे hydrogens, they are called as alpha hydrogens. These hydrogens are acidic. Acidic means they can be easily removed by a base. This base is here OH minus. Fine. This can abstract H from here. You get it H level as H plus ion. Right? यहाँ से निकलेगा क्या? H plus. Fine? H plus. Got it? So what you will get? It will be CH2. Now this will get the minus charge. Because this is removed as H plus. Fine? So this CH2 minus will get a negative charge. Single bond C double bond O H. Got it? Plus water. Water कैसे बनेगा? Because OH minus is abstracting H plus sign. Because change comes. Water. Fine. Now this is a carbon. You might need carbon. Now ये क्यों बनेगा? Why this will be formed? Because this is resonance stabilized. I will show you how. This is CH2 minus. Single bond C double bond OH. There is C double bond O. Fine. इसके pi electrons ऐसे जाएंगे. This carbon will positive charge. इसके दो electron नीचे आएंगे. Negative charge. Fine. So what you will get? C H2 double bond C O negative single bond charge. So these are resonance stabilized. और जहाँ पे भी resonance होगी, that molecule is stabilized. Right? You got it? Yes, sir. So that's why these protons are acidic. Because जो यहाँ पे बनता है carbon ion, that is resonance stabilized. तो first step जो Aldol condensation में होता है, what is that? That is the abstraction of alpha hydrogen from the aldehyde. वहाँ पे क्या बनता है? Carbon. So first step. In second step, we have this carbon ion. I'll write it like this: C double bond O H CH2 minus. This is the carbon ion. Fine. This will attack another molecule of aldehyde. Another molecule. I'll write this in different color. Let me take this black. So we have this C double bond O H CH. This is another molecule of acetaldehyde. Okay? So what will happen in next step? Since there is C double bond O, this is polar bond. इसके pi electrons ऊपर जाएंगे O की तरफ, oxygen की तरफ. This carbon will get positive charge. At the same time, this C carbon bearing negative charge will attack this carbon. Fine? There will be carbon-carbon bond formation. Fine? So what you will get? So what you will get? After the formation, after the movement of this pi electrons to this oxygen, this carbon will get positive charge. Fine. At the same time, this carbon ion will come and will attack this carbon with the positive charge. So what you will get? You will have this molecule of H C double bond O C H2. Now this carbon has a carbon-carbon bond with this carbon, black carbon this side. C O minus, right? H is here and CH3. Fine? You got it? Yes, sir. You check? Now in final step, Since we have aqueous solution of this base, we have water as a solvent. So H plus ion will come from the water. H plus OH minus. ये यहाँ पे है O negative. This O negative will pick up this H plus ion from the water, from the solvent. So our final product will be what? H, C double bond O, CH2, COH, H, ये वाला H single bond CH3. Fine. Now look at this molecule. This is alpha carbon. This is beta carbon. Now this is beta hydroxy aldehyde. Look at this and earlier product जो हमने बनाया. Fine. They are quite similar. You got it? So simply in Aldol condensation, it occurs in two steps. First step is the abstraction of acidic proton from aldehyde, fine, to form carbanion. So carbanion is resonance stabilized, fine. After this, in second step, carbanion attacks the inner molecule of aldehyde to form this species, and after formation of this species, it takes a proton from the solvent to get final product beta hydroxy aldehyde, right? अगर हमने यहाँ पे लिया होगा कीटोन, then we will get beta hydroxy ketone. You got it? Depending upon आपने कौन सा लिया है, किसको आपने condense किया, whether aldehyde or ketone, you will get that type of product. Either beta hydroxy aldehyde or beta hydroxy ketone. Got it? Okay? Now let me have some examples. Do some examples. You make the product CH3, CH2, C double bond OH in presence of, we are heating them together in presence of dilute NaOH. What will be the product? अगर ऐसे लिखा हुआ ना reaction, you mean say this is Aldol condensation. ये जरूरी नहीं है. This means that ये पता है कि these are two molecules. It is done. Fine. कहीं लिखा होगा two molecules, कहीं पे नहीं लिखा होगा. आपको पता होना चाहिए कि these are two molecules. Fine. So what will be the product? You make the product. What's the first step? Formation of carbon. कहाँ से निकलेगा प्रोटॉन? अल्फा कार्बन कौन है? कितने अल्फा हाइड्रोजन है इसमें? 2. यहाँ से निकलेगा अल्फा हाइड्रोजन. फाइन. यहाँ पे बन जाएगा कार्बन. फिर इनको अटैक करेगा. दूसरे मॉलिक्यूल के कार्बन ग्रुप को अटैक करेगा. फाइन. सो कार्बन क्या बनेगा यहाँ पे? CH3 CH minus. Okay, it's never one. This is up H minus C double bond. This is the carbon. This will be formed in the first step. In second step, this carbon atom will attack another molecules of this aldehyde, C double bond OH. ये ऐसे जाएगा, fine. This will attack this carbon. You got it? So what will be the product? I'll make the product directly. CH3 CH CHO, write it like this, short form, and you will get COHH, single bond CH2 CH3. This will be our final product. You check it out. Now this is alpha carbon, this is beta carbon, because this is the functional group. Fine. Functional group of pale carbon is alpha carbon. This is the beta carbon. So beta hydroxy aldehyde. You got it? मुश्किल तो नहीं है? Okay?
Yes, sir.
Let me have one more example. Example number 2. Now, if we have this molecule, CH2 CHO. Under basic conditions, dilute NaOH. What will be the product? It is done. These are two molecules.
Yes, sir.
Can you make the product?
Yes, sir.
Anyone from you can make the product here on the board? Can you make the product? You try it here. Roger. It's very simple. You try it. What color is it? You make the carbonyl first, then you will have the idea. Then it will be easy. पहले आपको एक अल्फा हाइड्रोजन एब्स्ट्रैक्ट करना है, फाइन। तो अपन जगह कार्बन है वो फिर इसी के दूसरे मॉलिक्यूल को फिर अटैक करेगा, फाइन। Then you will get the final product. Good. So CH minus, fine. CH okay. नहीं वो कहाँ था? वो सारी क्या रेस्ट fine. Now take another molecule of that. This. इसी का दूसरा मॉलिक्यूल फिर यहाँ से अटैक करेगा उस मॉलिक्यूल। ये कार्बन है। CHO. Make another molecule. Good. CH2. So that's C double bond OH. Okay, fine. Put here, okay. Now let me try to attack this. Delete it, you can do it next. Here you can do it. Fine. Now this is the attack of this carbonyl to the ender molecule of the same. What will be the product? CHO इसके साथ बनाना इसके साथ CHO तो make bond of this carbon with this carbon and then this carbon कैसे करेंगे? Can you make it? Simple. CH CH right? इसके साथ OH जुड़ेगा ना ना fine it's okay not right then यहाँ पे good CH2 and benzene good bond इस carbon का benzene good is it okay? Yes. Good ठीक है so it's very simple if you understand just one example the rest of molecules will be easy got it so this is alpha this is beta beta पे है ना OH so beta hydroxy you got it it's very simple you can easily do it any one of you can do it let me have one more example I will check who can do it example number 3 CH3 CH CH3 C double bond OH dilute NaOH. Who can make the product here? Who will make the product? Anyone from you? Come. You get this type of structure CH3, CH, CH3. Now this will turn out to be COH, H. This is attacking here. So this will be C, CH3, CH3, C double bond O. This will be our final product. Again, this is beta hydroxy. Now check. This is alpha carbon. This one, this is beta carbon. On beta we have hydroxy group. So this will be called as beta hydroxy aldehyde. You got it? So in all cases, fine. You will get beta hydroxy aldehyde or beta hydroxy ketone, depending upon whether you are taking aldehyde or ketone. Is it okay? Yes, sir. If you have any question, you can ask right now. In tomorrow's lecture, we will be talking about crossed aldol condensation. This is simple aldol condensation, fine. It has one more aspect that's called as crossed aldol condensation.